So Cedric was reading an article about Trump and pulling out of the Iran deal and how much of an error it is and how bad the U.S. is looking, how untrustworthy the U.S. is looking to the international community. And I see a pattern in what Trump does. So, backing up a little bit, the whole Stormy Daniels thing and the $130,000 payment to keep her quiet, and then he starts defaming her, so she's suing him, and everything is coming out about that with his lawyer, all the kit and caboodle about that. That equates to Trump going up to the podium in front of the press corps and just pulling out his dick. And then for weeks, it's like, oh my God, Trump just pulled out his dick. What's wrong with him? He's crazy. He's sick of the head. And so Trump goes and sits, alone, and he thinks to himself, I shouldn't have pulled out my dick. What can I do to make them forget about pulling out my dick? I got it. So he goes out to the Rose Garden in front of the press corps and sits on the ground. So everybody's like, oh my God, the president shit on the fucking ground in front of everybody. And him shitting on the ground equates to pulling out the Iran deal. Now, granted, this is such an egregious error that it's going to overshadow the whole Stormy Daniels deal until more info comes out, because there's more info coming out every day. And then we'll all be able to say, not only did the crazy ass president pull out his dick, he also shit in the Rose Garden. You almost want to say that it's so stupid that you couldn't make it up. I don't know if anyone could write anything this ludicrous and it's real. And then when Trump realizes, damn, I shouldn't have pulled out of the Iran deal. What can I do to get their minds off the Iran deal? He's going to make up something else and equate to, ejaculate on a small child. It's going to be one horrific thing after another. And then you think, of all this that happens, what if he did get impeached and got kicked out of office? That leaves us with Pence, and Pence is quiet. He's got to be the quietest vice president ever. I mean, nobody really knows who he is. I mean, we know who he is, but he's so quiet. You don't see him at things. He doesn't talk, doesn't give sound bites, nothing. He's quiet. I halfway expect for there to be some expose that shows him fucking a monkey while his wife whips him in chains. Something crazy, outlandish, because he's so quiet. They always say look out for the quiet ones. You should look out for the loud ones too, but that's neither here nor there. It's all fucked. I don't know what more to say about it, but you would have jumped in?
I thought about George Carlin. He was like, yeah, look out for the quiet ones. It's the quiet ones that'll get you. It's like, no, I'm more worried about the one that says, I'm going to kill everybody in this fucking room. That's,
yeah. I'm on board for that too.
I'm more worried about that, But I think what's going on is Pence is probably going to run against Trump. I can't recall vice president running against the president at any given moment. But there's a chance that Trump is going to resign in 2020 or 2019, depending upon how you want to view it. And I think they're just telling Pence, listen, you got this. All right. Trump has already proven that the country wants just white, racist, Christian policies. They want the oligarchs. They want that. Everything negative, this country wants it. They want it. All you got to do, Michael Pence, is just shut the fuck up. Say nothing. Do nothing. Be nothing. And once the election comes around, be everything except you'll just simply say that you're going to pull out of Iran. You're going to stop the wars. You're going to get jobs back in America. You are going to look out for conservative and Christian values and just run on that. And say something like, make us stronger with God or some shit like that, despite that being absolutely unconstitutional. But just say something like that. And I think that's what's going to happen. Just shut up, do nothing. And Pence is doing it. He is doing it because he doesn't talk. Honestly, someone asks, who's the vice president? They'd be like, I don't know, Melania? That girl that keeps smacking Trump's hand away. That girl that plagiarizes a black first lady and says that she created it all on her own. That thing that Elvis did with rock and roll. You know. Yeah. Elvis ain't never do no drugs. So, yeah, I think that's the whole game plan. You know, I was kind of viewing Melania kind of favorably. And then I'm like, oh man, you're a shit. And I was viewing her. I was like, you plagiarized that. That's a terrible thing. I guess it's no different than Obama plagiarizing Mitt Romney's, universal health care plan, the one that Republicans were on board for as an experiment. And when Obama comes up with it, they're like, no, that's a horrible thing. It's going to kill jobs. It's going to raise taxes and all this other stuff. And he's like, okay, I won't do it. I'll just give some forms of it. You know, so I think just being quiet, Mike Pence is going to do the right thing and not do what Trump has done. He's not going to plagiarize. He's not going to steal. He's going to do the smart thing. And I think this is going to happen in, like I said, 2019 or 2020, give or take, depending on November to January. And I think once Mike Pence is in, he doesn't have to do anything because Trump has already done so much bad stuff that whatever Mike Pence does to try to hurt the country will only heal what Trump has done. I think that's what's messed up. You know, earlier you asked, what happened? Is Trump only listening to the devil on the shoulder? Does he? And I'm like, no. I'm like, look, as you said, the angel, the white angel, he OD'd a long time ago. And I'm sitting here saying the devil on his shoulder hasn't spoken to him ever. The devil on his shoulder hasn't said a damn thing. Trump is just doing what he's doing. He looks at the devil. How come you don't say much? He's like, because I'm full of hate, rage, and venom. And you're just absolutely fucking crazy. You know, the devil is always makes sense. They use wit to steer you in a good, logical direction of evil, supposedly. You know, Trump is beyond that. You can't save him. You can't fix him. You can only shoot him. Put him out of his misery and get him out of our lives. Am I saying to go and shoot Trump? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But will anyone do it? They can't. And although our Constitution basically says you should be able to go and Rambo the living shit out of Capitol Hill. But we won't do it because we got AR-15s at the best, and they've got a whole military entourage. They don't have a military force. They got an entourage. They got a general paparazzi. And we'll all be blinded by the media that gets access there that keeps flashbulbing everybody's eyes so no one gets a chance to get a good shot off because they can't see. So that's how I see it. But yeah, you got anything else to add? That's all we got then. So this Cedric Kennedy and Sidra Owens for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.